April 27th, 2009, I read an article about a girl who was sexually assaulted at Reading Area Community College. The article had said that this girl was assaulted in the second floor of the library in a bathroom stall. The girl's name wasn't mentioned in this article. However, she did state that when she was doing her homework in a cubicle, a guy was watching her from the bookshelves. She said she got a weird vibe from him and decided to use the bathroom. However, when she got into the bathroom, the guy who was watching her from the bookshelves came in after her, locked the door, and took her neck and threw her up against the nearby paper towel dispenser. The girl screamed as loud as she could for help, but no one came. The guy said, "Be quiet," or "shut up," and he put a knife up to the girl's throat as a threat that he would kill her. The girl believed him, of course, because she didn't want to die in the bathroom stall and had no choice but to be quiet and to force her way out of it. The girl tried to get him to stop touching her. She had his hands on him, trying to get him to stop touching her from any further, but nothing was working. She didn't want to scream because she didn't want to die either. Finally, in order to finally get away, she kicked him in the groin with her kneecap as a source of physical strength. Once she did this, the guy fell to the floor, and as he fell to the floor, he grabbed her ankles, and she fell back down to the floor too. The girl tried screaming and kicked his feet and kicked his hands, and finally she was able to escape out of the library. The girl ran out of the library as fast as she could and went home. That same day, the girl called the Iraq police, told them what happened, and that same day, her dad came to the school and was physically removed by her father. Now, as you can imagine, this girl hasn't really felt too safe on a campus since then, and that's what I'm going to talk to you all about today. I want you all to learn new safety measures so you guys can prevent being victims of campus crime. First, I'm going to give you some helpful hints on how to be safe on Alvernia's campus. There are many safety measures that you need to use in order to prevent being a victim of campus crime. The first is to always use a buddy system. Many of you guys probably do this already, which is great, and it's one of the best things that you can do for yourself. None of you should walk alone on campus at night or anywhere else for that matter by yourselves. Nighttime is not the safest time of day and a lot of things can happen. Now, if you walk around with a buddy or with a group of people, your chances of being attacked by someone are slim to none as compared to walking by yourself. Another method of action that you all need to take is communication. All of you should communicate more with your roommates and with your friends. You should let them know where you're going to go, what time you plan on being back. That way, once they know these things, if you don't come back when you said you would, they could always call you and see what's the matter or call for other help if it's necessary. So that's always an important thing to do, especially on college campuses. Secondly, I'm going to tell all of you how more alert and observant you should be in public and on Alvernia's campus. All of you need to be more alert and aware of your surroundings. The more alert and aware you are, the more safer you'll be and the safer you'll feel. At night especially, none of you should ever use an iPod, an MP3 player, or a cell phone as a distraction, as much as we like to use them. But really, those distracting devices can often impair your hearing ability to hear background noises, which can lead an attacker to come and get you. I'm also urging all of you to trust your instincts. Your instincts is the most important thing you have, and your intuition. Never, ever ignore that feeling, because honestly, your intuition is the best way to go. Also, if you feel like you're being followed or watched, please go somewhere where you feel is safe. And if you're in an area where you feel you're in immediate danger and there's nowhere else to go, make a scene. I don't care what you do. I don't care if you run around screaming as loud as you can, honk your horn a million times, or flash your lights like a crazy person. The more attention you draw to yourself, if you feel you're in trouble, the less likely you are that an attacker is going to want to come near you. Now, I have a book here that's called The Gift of Fear. The author, Gavin DeBecker, gives some excellent ways on listening to your instincts. He says that there are some messengers of intuition that you should always follow. Some of these include curiosity, doubt, hesitation, suspicion, apprehension, and persistent feelings. That's why you should never, ever question your intuition. If you feel like you're in danger, get away, go somewhere safe. Don't put yourself through that. And I would also recommend this book to everyone here. It's very cheap, it's $8, but it was honestly one of the best investments I've ever made. It gives you some very helpful hints as to how to protect yourself, and it can save your life. Thirdly, I'm going to give you all some more pointers on how to be safe on Alvernia's campus. If any of you live in a dorm on campus, please lock your windows, lock your doors, whether you're in your room or out of your room. It's better to be safe than sorry, because your laptop could get stolen, anything could get stolen. Also, if you commute, especially at night and you're here late at night, be sure to check the back seat of your car. This might seem silly to some people, but the back seat is where some people can hide, and it's very important that you check that. And also lock your doors and your windows. You never want to leave anything open in your car. Like I said, it's always better to be safe than to be sorry. I also want to encourage all of you to put emergency phone numbers in your cell phone. On the handout I gave you, I have Alvernia's public safety number on there, so I would highly recommend that you put that in your cell phone and put that on speed dial, so you all have it in case something were to happen to you. And that's important because you never know when you're going to come across an emergency. Heaven forbid if you're ever in one, or if someone else is in one, you have it to report. I also want to encourage all of you to take advantage of the security here on Alvernia's campus. We have a great security system here, and if any of you feel not too safe to walk back to your dorm or your car at night, feel free to ask them for a ride. They give you free rides, and hey, who wouldn't want one of those at night? So I strongly recommend you to take advantage of those. Also, if you have any questions or concerns to ask to the security officers walking around, ask them. They're there to help you. They won't judge you, and they're very nice and very friendly. And Joe Thomas, who's the director here of Alvernia's Public Safety, had told me that students should always report suspicious or unusual activity to the officers walking around. They're there to help you, and they want to keep this campus safe and protected. One thing I encourage all of you to do also is to take a self-defense class. I took one of these, and I'm going to show you two things that I learned. I do this at night. When I walk out to my car, especially, I take my car keys and I put them in between my fingers like this. If I feel like I'm in immediate danger, you form almost like a weapon, so if someone were to come up near you, that's going to puncture someone's skin. You could aim for their jugular, scratch their face, do anything you want to do just to be safe. Don't be afraid to use what you have. I also have pepper mace here. This is a valuable tool that I think everyone should have, male or female. Don't be ashamed to carry one. I'm not going to demonstrate how to use this, but like I said, if anyone was in an attack, you would flip the cap up and spray it in their eyes, spray it anywhere just to get away. So I encourage all of you to do that. It really helps. Lastly, I want to inform all of you how to protect yourselves from sexual assault and rape, because sexual assault and rape is still the #1 occurring crime on campuses throughout the world today. Sexual assault happens not only to females, but to males as well. 1 in 5 college kids will experience a rape in their 4-year college term. In addition to this, every 21 hours, there is another rape or sexual assault on college campus. One of the things that you can do to prevent sexual assault is to use alcohol with caution. The main reason for this is because the majority of sexual assaults, 90% of the time, happen under the influence of alcohol. I also advise all of you to be careful at parties, because typically in a party setting, that's where a lot of rapes and sexual assaults occur. So please, if you go out to a party, be careful. Don't let anyone get a drink for you, go with them, things like that. Be safe. So if any of you were to ever be a victim of sexual assault or a rape, like the girl in the beginning of my speech was, you need to take action immediately. You need to get medical attention and psychological help as soon as you can, and report it to the campus police or the police department near you right away. I've also provided some more information and statistics on the handout I gave you on rape and sexual assault. The phone number, like I said, is there too in case you all need it. So in conclusion, the girl that I told you about in the beginning of my speech that was sexually assaulted was me. Now, I never thought in a million years that anything like that would happen to me. I went through my life thinking, oh, that only happens to inner city people. That would never happen to me. But it did. And because of that incident, I've learned to take so much more safety measures and preventative measures, not only on campuses, but also in public. So please, after hearing my story today and after sharing with you the valuable information and statistics on campus crime, I can only hope that in order to prevent yourselves from being victims of this, you take that into consideration. So please, like I said, take action against being victims of campus crime. Spread the words out to your friends. Let them know all these tips. Spread it around. You gotta do everything you can in order to be safe. And remember, safety is not an option because in these days, it's a requirement.